Hey dudes, my name is Riart and this is my review of the Marshall Major 2 Bluetooth headphones. For 24 years of my life, I had never understood the on-ear headphone trend. People looked weird wearing them, and when they were not listening to music, they used to put them around their neck and pretended that they're Eminem from 8 Mile. And let's be honest, he was the only one who could pull off that look. That is until last year. I wouldn't really call myself an audiophile, but I do think that I owe it to my favorite artists that I listen to their work on good speakers and at least decent headphones. So about a year ago, my iPhone earphones broke and I did decide to give it a shot to the Marshall Major white headphones, the first generation. And mainly because of the well-known amplifier brand, the unique design on these, and the affordable price. Now, after a year later, after heavy usage and careless treatment, the wire on these headphones is kinda acting up. If it gets bent too much, the music goes louder or quieter, and sometimes the music just stops. I have always hated wires and been a big fan of anything wireless, but I could never afford much of it. So because of the cheaper price, I first got the wired Marshalls. But the timing seemed right, Black Friday was approaching, so I decided to treat myself with new Marshalls. This time, the Marshall Major 2 Bluetooth headphones for more than half the price. As always, there's a lot to love about these headphones, just a little bit to hate, and that's what this video is all about. And starting off with aesthetics of these headphones. Not a lot of things have changed since the Marshall Major 1 headphones, but that's good because that's the reason I bought another ones. I really enjoyed my Marshall Major white headphones. They did make some changes on the design though. The classic Marshall logo on the sides is still the same, but the Jim Marshall signature on inside is now changed to another Marshall logo. The inside of the hinges used to have beautifully engraved Marshall logo, and now it just says left and right. Clearly, none of these things change the quality of the sound, but details are still important. The headband still has a very soft padding covered in fake leather, giving it a very neat and classic look. I did notice that after a year of using the white Marshall Major headphones, they did become kinda dirty-ish looking, but I now have black ones and I don't think that should be a problem anymore. You can adjust the length of these headphones depending on how big is your head, and because of the practical hinges you can fold them up, they don't take a lot of space, and because they only weigh 200 grams you won't even feel like you're carrying around anything. The ear caps are still super soft, they do a great job with noise cancellation, but this time the ear caps are removable. So that you could change your ear caps whenever you feel like it, and they only cost $8.99 and come as a pair. At the bottom of one headphone there's a micro USB port so that you could charge your headphones. A very neatly designed USB cable is included in the box and is matching with the sides of the hinges, which I think is a really nice touch. There is a 3.5mm headphone jack in the middle in case you run out of batteries and you need to use the wire, or if you're a complete psychopath who just enjoys to use the wire more than Bluetooth. And when you're listening to music wirelessly, you can use the 3.5mm socket to share audio with your friends, which could be very useful for, let's say you're in an airplane, you're watching a movie, and you want your friend to hear the audio as well. So you just plug in another headphones in your headphones and you have two headphones with the same audio. Isn't that great? No, but actually I do think it's cool that it's possible, and who knows, maybe I might use it one day. Then we also have the on-off and Bluetooth button, and a little bit higher we have a tiny, almost invisible microphone for answering calls and making sound recordings. And on the other ear cap we have a little golden joystick that might seem a little bit confusing at first, but it's really easy to use and has all the remote options. You can play or pause music, answer and reject calls, you can switch between songs, you can make it louder and quieter, and you can even fast forward and rewind your songs. This time they also added a dual end coil cord with microphone and remote built in, and it has an L plug for more improved durability. And And the dual 3.5mm jack allows you to choose which side you prefer to wear your cable on. Using the little remote to receive phone calls and control music is easy as Click once to answer the phone calls and hang up, as well as click once to play music or stop playing music. Click 2 times to change to the next song and click 3 times to change to the previous song. There is one thing that I already complained about in the previous video, and that is the fact that this little remote still doesn't come with volume up and volume down buttons like iPhone earphones do. And that means that you would still need to access your device just to change the volume, which is kind of annoying. But all of that changes now that we don't need the wires anymore. That is, unless you forgot to charge your headphones. Now let's talk about the whole wireless experience. First of all, these are my very first Bluetooth headphones and the whole experience is amazing. The headphones easily connect to your phone or your computer and the feeling is extraordinary. The wires always seem to be in the way, they always seem to tangle up, and if you're listening to your music you would always have to carry your phone around. If your computer or your phone is charging, you seem to be dependent on all these wires just to keep your music playing. If I'm listening to music on my computer and I suddenly decide to go to the kitchen for some quick snack, this is pretty much what happens. But with the 10-meter Bluetooth range, I can leave my phone charging and just walk around the apartment with my headphones on. Now I understand that these are first world problems, but convenience is one of the main reasons for so many great inventions. The battery should last you for about 30 hours with full charge, at least that's what the Marshall webpage says. But to be honest, I haven't measured exact minutes and hours because I just keep taking them on and off, but I do have to say that they will last you for quite a while and you don't have to panic if you forgot to charge them last night. Plus, if you're really unsure, you can always bring the detachable wire with you and then you can play the music without any batteries in these. It takes 6 hours for these to have a full recharge, which to be honest seems a really long time. And lastly, the sound of these. Now, as always, I can't really show the way these sound because of recording and copyrights, but I do have to say that these are really high quality earphones. As I said before, the cushions in the earpads are not only super soft and comfortable, they're doing a really great job with noise cancellation. I would have to say even too good of a job. It's almost dangerous to walk around on the streets with these because you can't really hear anything that's happening around you. No traffic, no cars, nothing. Even if you're listening to the music on medium or low volume. Although if you do decide to crank that volume up and listen to your music very loudly, you don't have to think about any distortions. The vocals on these are really clear, the bass seems really deep and alive, and the sound quality is so good that it feels like you're listening to your old songs for the first time. And Bluetooth version 4 also minimizes the issues between audio and video synchronization. When comparing sound between these ones and the first generation of major headphones, the sound quality isn't that much different. These ones are just a little bit louder and the bass is a little bit stronger. I have to admit, just like with these ones, if you keep wearing these for several hours straight, your ears will get tired and they might seem a little bit uncomfortable. But then again, most headphones are like that. Unless you have headphones that are comfortable all the time. Leave a comment about them, I would be interested in checking them out. In conclusion, considering all the pros and all the cons, I have to admit that these are the best headphones that I've ever had, and I truly suggest them to anyone who's interested in getting these. So this is what I said at the end of my previous Marshall headphone review. But I can definitely say that if these break in the future, I will definitely buy the same ones again. Or maybe I will buy the Bluetooth ones because it's time to get rid of the wires, isn't it? I guess I was right and no regrets. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. If this review was helpful, leave a like. And now go to the comment section and tell me what are your favorite headphones or earphones. Subscribe to my channel to see more reviews like these and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!